हर हर महादेव। मैंने कुछ दिन पहले एक इंटरव्यू लिया था धर्म सिंह जी का। धर्म जी का एक इंस्टाग्राम पेज है विच गोज बाय द नेम ट्रैवल विद डेलीइट, और जैसा आप नाम से गेस कर सकते हैं, ही इज ए ट्रैवलर। ट्रैवल विद डेलीइट इंस्टाग्राम पेज को शुरू हुए कुछ 6-7 महीने ही हुए हैं, बट ही हैज़ बीन ट्रैवलिंग फॉर मोर देन 10 ईयर्स नाउ। और ये ऑब्वियस है कि अगर उन्होंने इतना ट्रैवल किया है तो उनके बहुत सारे एक्सपीरियंसेस भी हैं। सो आउट ऑफ दोज काउंटलेस एक्सपीरियंसेस, today he will share a bit of those experiences with us. ये इंटरव्यू 2 पार्ट्स में टेलीकास्ट होने वाला है, या शायद 2 से ज़्यादा भी हो सकते हैं। सो मेक श्योर यू हैव एन आई आउट फॉर ईच वन ऑफ देम. Here we have Travel with Delhiite. Enjoy yourselves.
So, Dharam sir, welcome to the show, and it's a pleasure having you for an interview.
Thank you, Sparsh, for inviting me for this interview. And it's the first ever interview for me since I started my Travel with Delhiite journey on Instagram only. So, started my Instagram journey since back I guess 6 months back. So, though I've started traveling, it's been like more than 10 years. I'm traveling around the mountains in northern mountains and in some cities like Banaras and Mathura and Uttar Pradesh in some intercities like. But yeah, so since I am using Instagram since like I believe 2-3 years, and since this reel thing came into the picture, so I thought to do it on my own, not to gain followers or to gain fame, but just to gain just to showcase my content, my travel content. So I love somewhere, I love traveling, I love doing the photography, I love doing the videography of nature, and obviously for myself as well. So I've whatever so I started this travel with Delhiite in last like maybe 6 months back, and so initially I have uploaded whatever the content was available in my laptop, which I captured in my last 10 years of experience in traveling. So I just shared, you can say, a term we use on internet, throwback. So I have just thrown all those content on the Instagram at my Travel with Delhiite on daily basis. I just uploaded one of my best pick of any of the trip which I've done in somewhere like in last 10 years. So initially I started this, but eventually when I see people have started, exploring my page, people have started liking my post, people have started seeing my reels. So that influenced me more to showcase more content to the audience. So that's where that's how the Travel with Delhiite came into the picture, and that's how it is going on.
Dharam sir, my first question is that what was the trigger to get you traveling? Like, how did the whole story start? Not just travel with Delhiite, but before that as well.
See, it's I think if I recall when I started my travel journey is way beyond like when I was in my schooling. So actually it's not me who actually go for the travels. It's somewhere the travel which pulls me out from my home and taking me to the different places. And I'll tell you how it happened, because when I used to go for the tuition classes. Okay, so my tutor, she's a lady, and she used to bring all the children to the different places in like 3 or 4 months. Sometimes like India Gate, sometimes like within the Delhi. So that's how somewhere it triggered me. How though I was traveling within the Delhi when I was in schooling, maybe I was in 6th, 7th class. Okay, so it for me the travel journey was started like this, and I started liking exploring new places, because it was like going into the new places like Science Museum which is located in Delhi, then the Doll Museum, and then the other museums, and then the other part of Delhi like Lotus Temple. So all these things I visited during my schooling only with the help of my tutor, because she organized multiple um, trips, picnics, you can say like this. So that's how it goes. And then when I came into the JNIT for my engineering, I met a lot of people there. So again, they also uh, planned the uh, trips for the different locations. So this is how it happened. And I think this is something is happening with almost everyone in their life. Okay, everyone must have visited, must have attended their picnic, the school picnics, and then the college trips, and then something like this. But some people go just because of it planned by some organizer. Okay, but some people get into the picnic, get into the trips so deeply. So I did. I get into the trips. I get into the places. I just explored myself more and more when I was traveling through this time period. So I was thinking like it's very good to travel and see. I have only one. I have only one thumb rule which I always say to people, like if you want to mature, if you really want to grow, you need to travel more, because travel is nothing. You just learn a lot and lot of things, lot of cultures, lot of values, lot of different cuisines you can see all around the world, and different culture and different dresses. And so it's like this only. So you can say it's somewhere travel who brings me, who pulls me out from my home to travel the world. I would say world right now, because I'm not going outside India, but yeah, I'm just using this term.
But
But
soon
yeah,
it will
surely in
come
future,
very soon.
soon it will be. Yeah, soon it will be, because I have maybe I have targets to cover some beautiful foreign countries, which is, we can say, offbeat countries, which nobody, very few people visited. So, and with that, I want to add one more thing. I would like to travel, offbeat destinations, because I don't like much crowd. Honestly, I don't like I don't like much Manali, because Manali is like every other person is just go to the Manali every other day. So it's just much crowded. Even in in recent when the second wave just came to India, you see after the lockdown was lifted up, so everybody would have seen the pictures which went viral of the Manali's Mall Road, which was flooded with the people. People were not wearing masks. So honestly, it's not about Corona, but since beginning, I don't like crowd. I don't like going onto the crowd places. Even if I'm going to the crowded places, I prefer to choose places to stay, places to visit where the crowd, where the less crowd is available. For example, like I visited Manali last year, last week. Even this week, last week also I visited Manali. But when I visited Manali, uh, I booked my hotel at the Prini village in Manali. And Prini village, I would say, is a very less crowded area. Very less people stayed there, because it's all cottages area, I would say. We can say in some different language, like it's like a VIP area of Manali, because every other person doesn't go there. Like every other person go to the Mall Road, every other person doesn't go to the Prini village. Yeah, that's how it is. And I visited Malra just to click one picture, okay, which I posted on my page, just to showcase, okay, I'm in Manali, guys. And then I just hired one Himalayan just to cross the tunnel second time. First time I crossed last year in a taxi, but this time I crossed the tunnel over the Himalayan bike. And believe me, when I crossed it, the view was like phenomenal, because lots of good views, lots of good glaciers I have seen, as you can see on my Instagram page. And it's really a very, I would say it's a Lahore Valley. Lahore and Spiti Valley started when we crossed the tunnel. So it's just amazing. You can spend there many hours by just sitting there with the view.
Okay, the second question is